Hey guys, this is Rob from Medback SEO Group and Rankit.com. This is going to be a quick audit video for one of our group members, Ian. He's the owner of Potty Go Round. This is going to be a quick audit video. It's not meant to be an in-depth. Definitely, any campaign needs an in-depth audit and go through the link profiles, the on-site, all the backlinking, citations, and everything. But I spent 10 to 15 minutes and I wrote down a few notes that could add value to his campaign and maybe to the group members, hopefully. Let me jump into it and check his website. His website, pottygoround.com. First of all, it looks pretty good. From a design perspective and a UI experience, it should convert customers or clients. So they have a really clear call to action buttons and bouncing call to action buttons such as select dates and order online. I always like to look and talk about the conversion or the action call to action buttons, and there's a lot of websites you go to, you don't know where to go, you get lost, and definitely customers gonna go to your competition and you're gonna lose that sales. But as an example on this is pretty good. It has all the information on the homepage that needs to do it really quick for the users, like to scroll down and know exactly what services they have and what to expect and the service areas and everything from there. Okay, so and for the tool that I use to get as much information with the shortest time is called SERPworks. This is one of my favorite tools. It has the Majestic, Moz, SEMrush, and some on-site information and the domain information. Now you could connect your Ahrefs to it and it'll give you more for that. So first of all, when I Googled for this campaign, I think the main keyword is bounce house rental Cincinnati. So when I actually search for that word, let me go back. I'm gonna go back to the organic results. So this campaign is ranking pretty good organically, so it's on the first page of Google, and I'm sure that it has a lot of backlinks. We could dig into it, but it's not passing the juice back to the map pack. So I think I know why, but we could check it right now. If I checked on the more places and we want to see the GMBs, I noticed that there is 2 GMBs actually for the same business. So in the same area, they're not very close to each other. One of them is a little bit further south, I think it's south, for the Cincinnati city. So Potty Go Around, this is the closest one to it, and there's the Potty Go Cincinnati. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but I could, that's the one that we're working on. So because we put Cincinnati in the keyword, Google's going to give us the map center point of Cincinnati, and proximity will be a really good ranking factor in this case. But I'm not saying you cannot rank one outside. I sell a lot of authority, location authority services that will help you rank further from the city. You don't have to be like really close to the location. But as you can see right here, his other location, Potty Go Around, is pretty far from the city map center point, and it's still ranking, but it's actually ranking better than Potty Go Around Cincinnati. So let me cancel that. I'm just gonna scroll down and take a look at it. So the first one it shows, I think I checked it on it was position 12. All right, let me go back. So it's position 12, and you scroll down a little bit more and you'll find Cincinnati, the other location. Now they both has the same website, I mean the same content. They're different URL. One of them is the Cincinnati, I think it's the Cincinnati, and the other one is just the homepage. And they both have very similar content. So what I really recommend to do in this case is to add the canonical tag for this one. So I noticed the canonical tag, they don't have any canonical tag on this one. So if you're working on the Cincinnati website and you need to get this ranking in the keyword plus Cincinnati, I would highly recommend adding the canonical tag to this page. And then other stuff that we could do right here is I would add the keyword inside the URL. So Bounce House Rentals Cincinnati, I would write it as a URL right here. So you're gonna have it on the Bounce House Rental, on the title, and in the URL and in the description. That's gonna help you a lot with the ranking. And adding the canonical tag and fix the H1 tags. I think you should have only one. It's recommended only to have one H1 tag, preferably. Don't use the same exact keyword, probably potty rentals Cincinnati. I would use that. That could be helpful too. Page speed on mobile, I do think it's a ranking factor. Now, how effective it is, or what's the percentage of it, I'm not sure. I just try to list everything and work on every piece of any ranking factor that I think it will help ranking the website. So page speed mobile, I think it's something that you need to work on. This is okay for the desktop, but I'll try to get this above 50. That'd be great. The other thing I think we work on is the location authority. You need to build, the first thing I do for any campaign that I'm running, or even before I run the campaign, is checking their address. I really want to see what will Google see when I search their address. So if I put the address, this is this campaign address right here, okay, I usually like to see a location. I like to see the GMB listed right here. If I saw it, that tells me their citations are pretty good. Google having a solid link between their GMB and the address. But in this case it doesn't, which is okay. Not everyone has to have it, but this is giving me a good signal of the citations. Now when I scroll down, the first page does not have any of his citations. So what I would do, I think the second page, I would see the Yelp citation. Now, and it's actually unclaimed. I think I checked it and it was unclaimed. First, we need to build citations, which is the top-notch citations. You don't have to build hundreds or 200 citations like we used to before. Right now, I build like top 20, top 50 maximum. But try to find the high authority niche citations for your business. The good thing I do, I go to Bright Local, I build up a citation report, and it gives me about and I put the competition, and it will give me the citations that the competition has and I don't, and I work on those. And I think I'm going to add that service to Legit hopefully soon, which is, we're going to go after the citations that your competition, the people who are ranking on the map pack, and that you don't. So this is the first thing I would do. I would create those citations and power them up. If you have them, you could power them up to basically try to rank. What I mean, try to rank the citations such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, any other citations that you have, and they're high authority citations. Drive Web 2.0 backlinks to it. So use them as a tier 2. So usually if you work in any campaign or any linking campaign, try to work on a tier 2 campaign. It's actually very powerful. You don't have to work driving backlinks directly to your website. You could drive backlinks to your citations, to your Facebook page, to your GMB link. So that will act like a tier 2, and it's going to pass the juice to your citation, to your main GMB. So to build up more location authority for this, I would drive Web 2.0 backlinks to the citations, and the goal is to have him on the first page ranking pretty high. Now, the second thing I would do for this, it has 10, I think it does have about 10 reviews. Let me double check. Did I lose it? Yeah, that's the 34. The top 3, I think it was 20, 25. So I would drive another 15, create another 15 reviews. It's going to help, and make sure that it mention your keyword. As you can see right here, I'm just going to zoom in really quick. Like as an example, the Maxwell Jump Rentals. Google tells you why did they rank this. So one of the ranking factor of this is his website is mentioning Bounce House. So because you search Bounce House Rentals or something. So the website, I believe it's one of the major ranking factor is what do you have on the homepage linked to your GMB. Now, in this case, Google sees that your website has the Bounce House rental, and that's why they linked it, or the reviews. Like as you can see, this is a review or a post. Sometimes right now, lately, Google is pulling up from the GMB posts that you have. But in this case, it pulled out the Bounce House keyword from one of the reviews. So for what I would do right here, I would add another 10 to 15 review that should help. Let me see my notes right here. Now the category, I've seen that your category you have is Bouncy Castle, I'm not sure if I checked it, but most of them has it as a potty equipment. Um, Let me see, potty equipment, let me double check real quick, making sure it's a potty equipment rental services, and yours is Bouncy Castle Hire. So I'm not sure why um, we have that category. Hopefully you could let us know, but I would recommend changing it to the potty equipment because the major ones are ranking on I mean, the top 3 or 4 are potty equipment, so you probably have to change the category to the potty equipment rental services. And I mentioned the fixed H1 tags and adding the URL and the canonical tag. And the last thing is the local schema. I noticed that you don't have any local schema. This is, I think it's a good ranking factor, or it's Google really need to know what your website is about. So I would add the local business schema. If you don't know how to do it, let me know. The local business schema, it's going to add your business name, address, phone number, so your NAP information would be in the schema, because this is what when Google crawl your website, this is the first thing they're gonna pick up. So I think that will do it. To really recap really quick, work on the location authority. I would say work on the location authority by building the niche citation and power them up with Web 2.0, social signals, drive backlinks to your citations, and add about 10 to 15 reviews. And then I would change the category to the potty equipment rental services and fix the H1 tags, add the keyword to your URL, and get the canonical tag and add the local schema. That should help with your ranking, and hopefully this will add value to your campaign. All right, have a good day.